Bankruptcy lawyers said Sam Bankman-Fried's Alameda had access to a $65 billion credit line from FTX. And what's interesting is this is the same exact number as Citadel's securities sold, not yet purchased. Does this correlate? What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we have a lot of stuff to cover with AMC, Citadel, GameStop, and then some additional stuff to close out the video, as well as touching on the S&P 500 at the end. So all I ask you guys to do in return is, if you find value out of the video or enjoy watching, as always, hit the like button. It helps me out. And we are just brushing 17,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to subscribe and have post notifications on, that would be amazing as well. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So do you guys think the $65 billion credit line is just a coincidence that matches up with Citadel's securities sold, not yet purchased? In my opinion, it's not a coincidence, especially with the relationships that Citadel had with FTX, Alameda, and BlackRock, and Sequoia Capital, and Tiger Global Management that had connections with FTX as well, all having something to do with AMC. Plus, posted by Investor Place, AMC theater traffic has been declining prior to the pandemic and won't come back. Now, we have seen these articles day in and day out, basically bashing AMC and is clearly a naked short and distort campaign. But here's what's even more interesting. Investor Place is owned by MarketWise, and one of their largest investors is Citadel, and Citadel is currently short, or has been short, the stocks that they talk about, which means Citadel is basically able to make a trade and then put out something in the media to force the stock up or down, which is proof that this is a naked short and distort campaign. And we know that short sellers have been investigated over the past few months and still have yet to come up with consequences, even though there is a lot of proof around what's happening. Now, the DTCC has been making moves as well. Money market instrument program modernization is on the way. This was from the underwriting product management team, and we also had something else written by them. The process of making money market instrument programs eligible for DTC services is being modernized as a component of the overall underwriting modernization initiative. Eligibility will be performed in Underwriting Central UWC, the new target underwriting application, which will replace WUNMMI. Basically, they're updating the system and redefining insolvency, or redefining something. They threw out another important notice: DTC developing new rapid issuance RI service. Development of a new DTC service called Rapid Insurance RI is underway. Rapid Insurance is a constituent of new issue eligibility as a component of the overall underwriting modernization initiative. RI will enable underwriters to bring shelf offerings to market quickly, as the DTC eligibility process will be performed at the base CUSIP level. So both of these actually end up correlating together with what the DTC put out. This is just an addition to it. Rapid issuance is expected to be available in 2025. The go live date will be communicated in subsequent important notices, and the MMI eligibility process is expected to be implemented in 2024. Now, we talked about dilution potentially being good only for AMC. Apparently selling makes this stock go up. The way they have it programmed. Is that the case? We're going to talk about it. AMC is trading at $8.87, up 6.87% on the day. Exactly what we said. We wanted to break over $8.60, coming up to $9. We got a rejection spot on at that $9 level, and now we are just trading between $8.60 and $9. I wouldn't be mad if we closed above $8.60. I don't think we're going to break over 9 today. If we do, that would be beautiful. If we break over 9 and then hold it on Monday and get a full candle close on 9, that would be beautiful. However, I do think AMC is going to have a nasty scale up very, very soon. I'm watching 1034 for the first level, and then 1075 for AMC to come all the way up to, which, if you did play calls, would be a nasty gain of about 22% times the 10x the premium, basically, for whatever calls you paid for. So that would be a nasty trade. Again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but we broke out of this channel based off of it and tested $9. So AMC is looking very good. But like I said, does selling make this thing go up? Because we had an order imbalance of 127,000 shares, but it was on the sell side for AMC. What do you guys think down below? Now, we are going to talk about the news that actually is making AMC scale up, or at least what they want you to think is making AMC scale up, but partially it is due to the options chain. Yesterday, I put up a gamma squeeze video on AMC, and we have 36,000 calls expiring in the money compared to 2,000 puts. Is that common for a Friday? No, not at all. Is that common for AMC in general? No, not at all. And then next week, we have bullish options chain as well. And then the week after, so on and so forth. But again, October 20th, that week is very, very bullish on AMC. So it seems like we may be getting a parabolic move very, very soon, but they are not letting up on these short exempts. So don't expect a nasty squeeze until they start to let up on these short exempts. Now, real quick, 12.12% short interest, utilization at 65%, all according to the Ortex numbers, cost bar average at 1.73%, and the max at 6%, so not really notable. And I wanted to touch on this since we're talking about Citadel in this video. Citadel accounted for 22% of Robinhood's payment for order flow revenue. You guys all know what payment for order flow is. I'm not going to cover that for you, but in total, payment for order flow revenue accounted for 81% of Robinhood's total revenue in 2021, which means that Citadel and other market makers are responsible for a significant portion of Robinhood's business. Now, the reasoning for that is, yes, Citadel controls 22% of basically their income through payment for order flow, but the rest of the 78% is through Susquehanna, Two Sigma Securities, and Virtu. So here is a breakdown of Robinhood's revenue by source in 2021. Payment for order flow, 81%, net interest income, 12%, and other revenue at 7%. Now, I wish I could give you the numbers, but Robinhood does not disclose the exact number amount for payment for order flow or from each market maker. Now, this is apparently what's making AMC go up, which is good fundamentally. AMC ticket sales from Taylor Swift Eras Tour have already surpassed $100 million, which is very good for AMC. Theaters are not going anywhere. Touching on GameStop, we're trading at $15.09, up 2.58% on the day. Kind of trading exactly how the S&P 500 is, but the volume is fading. Don't expect this thing to gap up. If we scale up, watch $15.54 before getting a rejection, or $15.50, right somewhere in that zone, and then coming back down, retesting $15 and then breaking below. I still have that target at $13.40 on GameStop. Of course, there are some indicators that are making it bullish, but not enough. A little sprinkle on top. We're losing on the options chain as well, so really not looking too hot over the next couple of weeks. Now, retail tracking ETF XRT is shorted over 300%. Nothing to see here, right? Clearly a fair market. The retail ETF is shorted 306%. Do you guys think this coordinates over to AMC and GameStop, or do you think that they are just trying to take as much money from retail as they can because they have large amounts of money to push the stocks that retail purchases into the ground? Now, before we get into some additional stuff to close out the video, as well as the S&P 500, which make sure to stay because we are going to show you a list of stocks that you guys have to purchase that are at very, very low crucial levels. Not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you guys want up to 16 free stocks, each valued up to $2 grand per stock, so a chance at $32,000, a guaranteed Tesla or Google stock, and $50 sent to your account, use my link, download Moomoo, sign up and make it a positive, even $1 to start earning benefits from there. That link is in the top of the description and pinned in the top of comments, plus you get a ton of other benefits on top of that, and it takes 2 minutes out of your day, so make sure to go download Moomoo, sign up and make a deposit. Also guys, pop in the Discord, the link is right under the video. A lot of new members are getting in there. You guys are missing out. It's $1.99. It's like a coffee a month. Honestly, less than a coffee. They're getting pretty expensive out there. I'm in there on the daily if you want to talk stocks, if you want to request videos. Plus, it's a great place to be to bounce ideas back and forth and see what people are playing. So get in the Discord. The link is right with the Moomoo link. I'll leave them both pinned in the top of comments as well. Now, TSMC's revenue fell over 13% year over year in September. This is the Taiwan semiconductor that makes all the chips for Nvidia, Apple, AMD, and others. So is this going to cause a sell-off for Nvidia, Apple, so on and so forth? Because if so, that is going to affect the market in the medium term. The corrupt Securities Exchange Commission is investigating Elon Musk for his purchase of Twitter shares. This is going around everywhere. Who do you guys got, Elon Musk or the SEC? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, this is what I wanted to bring up. All these stocks hit new 52-week lows, and if you know the stock market is at a extreme fear index, you want to buy when people are fearful and sell when people are greedy. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, General Motors, Bank of America, and the list goes on and on. If you want to screenshot it, I'll put it right here. Let me know which ones you are buying. Buy is trading at 427.39, up 0.68% on the day. Broke above 424.70 and is fighting resistance at 427.50. However, get ready for the SPY to sell off even further and at least come down to retest 421 or 424.50. The reasoning for that is take a look at the volume decrease on the green days for the SPY. This tells me that the bulls are not ready to let this thing rally higher, and they don't have enough buying pressure, and they're basically not serious enough on these gains for the S&P 500. That is just my short-term outlook. Of course, these are the levels I have drawn out for the SPY. 431.40 down here, a retest at 421. We break below that, coming down to between 409 and 413. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. If you didn't watch the video I uploaded yesterday with AMC, the Gamma Squeeze, and the full update on that, make sure to go watch that. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.